Good afternoon, good morning, whatever. All right. So I'm very new to the Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 mod. I said Dragon Ball Z. I'm new to the Xenoverse 2 modding, okay? And one thing that was very cool that caught my attention in somebody's transformation is that they had changed their clothes. And I thought that was like the coolest thing in the world. I went through video after Discord trying to figure out how to do this video. I found one video that did it, and it was like a year old, and it had all the information. Um, I will link his channel in my description because his video helped me from freaking scratch to where I am now. Now, I am by no means a great modder, a good mod, or anything. I've just taken the information that he's given us, and I just want to redo it. And on top of that, I came into some errors that I noticed that were not addressed in his video, and I actually messaged him directly and said, "Hey, how do you fix this issue?" And he said, "No clue." So I figured out what the issue was, and I want to be able to help everybody else out. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into it. The first thing you're gonna need to do is install Lazy Bones transformations. So I have them named different because I've used so many that I'm actually over here on my bottom left. I've started to basically section them off from clothing to just regular files to the hair files to the installer. So in the installers, you're going to go to Lazy Bones new transformation. It's 3.2 at the time of this video. So you're going to open it up. You're going to install the transformations from here and do however you want to do. Now my transformations are going to be, the reason mine is going to be a little different, and I'll actually make a video on that, is because I did the height change. Because my favorite character has always been Teen Gohan. So I use one of the height transformation mods in there so that my character is a lot smaller than a regular character. So I am actually using Lazy Bones transformation. I'm also using the Azura. You're going to need a couple things when you're doing this, okay? I labeled them as tools in mine, but you're going to need the costume creator and the skill creator. I'll get to those reasons why. Once again, if you follow along in the video that I will be, this is to the creator that I'll be linking to the description, it'll give you the same information, if not better. I'm just giving it the way I got it. I'm a slow learner, and so it took me literally 2 weeks to transform. So I won't say it didn't take me 2 weeks to learn how to change the clothing, but I went through a lot of things as far as adding hair and facial transformation, like for Super Saiyan 4, because I'm kind of obsessed with Super Saiyan 4. Don't get me wrong, I really love Super Saiyan 4, so there would be times where some of the transformation didn't mesh. So let's try to speed through this. I don't want this to be a very long video. Okay, so what's going to be important to you is in your data file over here. So Dragon Ball data character I'm using a Super Saiyan male. What's going to be important to you is this file here. So the BCS. For some people, it'll come in as just the paper like this, but you want to create it into the XML. Is it XML? Yeah, XML file. In order to do that, if you have not already, you are going to open up Dragon Ball, go through your PC, Dragon Ball, Xenoverse 2, data. Now you need to add this file. Matter of fact, I need to link this into the description as well. Gensur, you can download it from Google. It didn't come directly with my download, so I actually went through like Reddits and all this stuff to find it, and I ended up downloading it on my own. So once you download it, you're gonna need to add it to your Dragon Ball Xenoverse file, and then just drop it here. It doesn't matter where you drop it, just leave it here out in the open. So what you're gonna need to do, if you do not have an XML file already, is you're gonna take this file and you're gonna drag it and drop it directly on here onto the Gensur file, and it'll create the XML file for you. Now, in order to change a transformation's clothing, you need to know what kind of file it is. There's a way you can do it. I believe it's actually in the installer, in Lazy Bones installer. Let's see. So it'll pull up here, transformation, and I want to say it's in the, is it in the README text? It is. It's in the README text. Perfect. So down here is how you can see the coding for the Saiyan. In this particular, we're talking about Super Saiyan. So Super Saiyan 1 is going to be 297. Super Saiyan 2 is going to be 298. Super Saiyan 3, 299. And then you can use this. So remember where that is, because I was trying to figure that out, and I believe it was in his video, and I didn't see it the first time. But I ended up finding on another video, and I want to make sure I put it in here so that people are not confused about it. So in the transformation file, go down to the README text, and it'll show you what you need to know. All right, so back to it. If you want to change the clothing, what you're going to need to do, for instance, for me, I have Super Saiyan Rose down here at the bottom, and that comes from Lazy Bones transformation. And this can go from any other file. Like, you don't have to download it directly from Lazy Bone. You can download a regular, like I've got a God form, I've got a Gogeta form, all that type of stuff. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to open up the skill creator. Now, I downloaded the skill creator and the costume creator separately, just as I did the Gensur files. So look around for it. If you know how to find it, and I didn't, I probably took the longer way. I'm sure somebody has a video on how to download it, probably an easier way, but this is how I did. I did it all from Google. So what you're going to do, you're going to open up that file. So for me, I have Super Saiyan Rose Solo. I put fixed because I've already edited it. You're going to open it. And this is the part that was not explained in the other guy's video. Is your parset right here is what shows up when you open up this hum file here. And I'll get to that. This parset right here needs to have a number to it. -1 is not a number. It does not count. So that number is supposed to show up in the hum file when we open it up, and I'll get to that as well. So once you get here, you're going to go to copy from game, scroll all the way down to whenever you downloaded or whatnot. So for me, I haven't downloaded Super Saiyan Rose just now because I completely restarted it. But basically, Rose would appear down here. You would click on it. So for this one, I do have Super Saiyan God activated right now. You'd hit Super Saiyan God, and you see how this generates, okay? So once you do that, you're going to go into the hum file. You're going to right-click it, click on it, right-click it, go to the Edit with Notepad++. If you do not have Notepad++ downloaded, do. Make sure you download it because it comes in handy. Now, when you get into the hum file in the Notepad, this is where things they can get tricky, but they're very simple. You're going to go to where it says parset here at the bottom. You're going to copy it. You can hit search up here, find, or you can just hit Control F. So there it is, parset 535. If you open up the skill thing, it says 535 here. So that's where I know that the transformation is. Boom. You hit next. It finds the parset. Down here is the face. The face and forehead is empty because they didn't add anything to it. Now, keep in mind, I did not create this transformation. This was somebody else's transformation. I'm just editing on what I want to add onto it. So face. The most important parts that you're going to want to edit are going to be the bust, which is the chest, the pants, self-explanatory, the wrist, which has no W, is just R-I-S-T, which is kind of funny to me, and then the boots. Now, this is where costume creator comes in handy. So if you're messing with a human or a Saiyan male, you're going to click there, you're going to hit enable, you're going to go to copy from game, and you're going to find whatever it is you like. So for me, with this transformation, I am using someone's created Gogeta. And what I wanted to do is I loved the transformation. It had everything I wanted that I had already been trying to add, but it didn't have the clothing that I wanted. So what I did is I went in and I added Fuse Zamasu, which is, I believe, 747, I want to say. 740, close. Hold on, let me find it. Because I had a specific one. 740, there's a 741, there's a Grand Prix. I use the Great Priest clothes a lot because they're very easy to identify, because sometimes the parsets that will pop up in the skill thing won't show up in the BCS, and I'm going to get to that because that's what I want to explain that wasn't explained in the other one. So let me find the Fuse Zamasu's clothing. I believe it's 7. Bear with me here. There it is. 757. You're going to click on it, click OK. And all you're going to do here is you're gonna mix and match. So you'll go to pants, you'll highlight all the way from under pants and right before part. You're gonna copy it, and then you're gonna come over to the BCS file, and you're gonna delete what's here, because most of the time there will be something there. It can be something very basic, like a G, like a regular G clothing, or Gohan's pants or shorts or whatever. Especially if it's already modded, like somebody else already created. So in this case, this was a Gogeta, so it had like Vegito or Gogeto's pants, or Gogeta. It had his pants on there, and so I didn't want to use those. I want to use Fuse Zamasu. So you come here, you're gonna delete this, and then you're just gonna add. As you can see, I've already got 757, which is the pants for Fused Zamasu. So I've already added mine here. So all you're going to do is add it here, and then you're going to do the same with the pants or whatever you want to edit. If you want to edit the chest, you're going to scroll up, and you're going to find where it says bust, which is here. Bust. You're going to go to the second line under it, and you're going to highlight right before it says part. Copy, paste, boom. Once you are done with that, you are going to click save here, drop your notepad, okay? Once you're done with that, you're going to take the hum BCS file that you just saved, which is already, it's going to be automatically still in the hum area because this is where you copied it to begin with. You're going to, after you hit save, it's going to edit it. All you're going to do is drag that hum file back over here to Genzer, okay? And it's going to update, and when you log into Dragon Ball, it's going to update your character. So I will show you guys my character and what I've created. Mind you, this took me like 2 weeks to do, because every time I would create this character or get everything right, one thing would go wrong, being the face, the hair, the aura. Something stupid would go wrong. Actually, I'll even do a video for that as well. I'll make a freaking video with how to update the aura. I'll try to make everything as up to date as possible that I had to go through, because I went through a lot. And so as you can see, I've made him smaller. I've got the height change mod in, and it worked out for me. It took a while. There's a lot of confusion going on with that, because I had a lot of trials and errors. I had a lot of trial and error. Like, it got to the point where I was like, I'm just going to give it up for a couple weeks, or give it up a couple days. Excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to play it. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to try it anyway. So, as you can see, I had the Super Saiyan God equipped. And by the way, this isn't the transformation that you're going to find in on the Xeno site. I actually renamed it and tweaked like the health, the damage, the price, all that good stuff. So I named it my own. I was actually just testing to see if it actually worked. And it did. I can do that video too if needed. But all I can say is I've been through like 4 or 5 different Discords, and only one person helped me. It's kind of saddening, because you see people chatting in the Discord and you're like, can somebody help me? And they're like, they just don't say anything. A lot of times people just don't say anything. So I found another Discord, and it finally helped me out. All right. So now this is a sneak peek, because I really didn't want to show this transformation off right now, because I really, really worked hard for this transformation. I want to do a grand opening of it, but here it is. This transformation took me so long and so much to do. So what I have here is this character. I will go back down there. Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. That is actually what is on the Xeno site. That is how I found this character creator. This transformation was already created. All I did was add an aura, pants, shoes, and chest piece. That's all I did. So this aura, I'll do an aura link. I'll just create a video. I'll create my own video on it, how I did the aura thing. It's very simple. It's literally like a 4 to 5 minute process. It's very simple. Okay, so with my attention on it, I added the God of Destruction chest piece with the Super Saiyan 4 hair, because that was the Super Saiyan 4 chest. That was very important to me. And then you have the Fuse Zamasu pants with the shoes. That's all. Now, what I want to go back to, and this is what I wanted to tell you guys about. Hold on. I don't know how to exit out like that, so I always just hit Control Alt Delete. Don't judge me on this. All right. So, what I want to talk to you about, and this is the error. Like I said, the guy did a really good video on how to do this. But the error that I ran into is what I want to go over, because I've seen somebody else in the comment section ask the same question and nobody could answer it. So here we go. Sometimes you will, as soon as you start it up, you're going to drag the hum file over here to the Gensor, and it's going to generate this. Okay. The mistake in which that what happens is, if you drag that over, and I found this out the hard way, if you drag this over before you add your transformations via the mod installer, like for here, I would do the hum file to Gensor first, and then I would add my transformations, and I would go into my skill creator, and I'd go to the cus, which is customize or whatever. I would go to copy, and I would find it. I'd find the transformation, but when I clicked on it, instead it would show as -1. If you go into the notepad plus file, and you type in -1, which is what the parset was saying, as you saw earlier in the video, there is no -1. So let's show it the other way. You go in, you find the file, you open, boom, -1. The only reason that is popping up, to my knowledge, that is help that I have figured out on my own, is that if you add the hum file before you add the transformation, it will show up as -1, and you will not be able to find it. So what I did is, before I did anything over here, I went to the mod installer, I added the transformations that I wanted first, then I came back, transferred the hum BCS file to the Gensor, and that's when it populated the number, the parset that I needed, the 535. And also, depending on when you add your transformation, like let's say you add multiple, let's say you add like False Saiyan, Super Saiyan God Solo, Super Saiyan Rose, and then you finally add the Super Saiyan 4 God or whatever, that number can change. It will not always be 535 because of the fact that it was 535 parset this time. It can change. I've seen 730, I've seen 731, I've seen 534, 541. Like it's changed. So make sure that you add your transformation into the installer first, then drag this hum file over to Gensor to create the XML file. If it's already created, before you even drag it over there, make sure you install the transformation first. I'm telling you, I went through this transformation stuff so many times trying to figure out why it worked this time and it didn't work this time. It worked this time and this time it's showing -1, and this time it's not showing a number, and blah 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 blah. So remember, put the transformation into the game and through the mod installer first, then drag the hum BCS file over. Then it should, I'm not going to say it's 100%, but it's worked for me 100% once I figured out what that issue was. Once you do that, you should be able to find that part set 100% of the time. If you guys have any questions, please contact me. I am not by any means a great modder. I am brand new. I've started this. It's been under a month. I've just started doing this, but I swear to you, I spent so many hours on this freaking, on YouTube and on this freaking Xenoverse 2 site trying to figure out how to fix that. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. I will do my best to help you. I will do my best. And if not, I will direct you to the Discord that helped me. Thank you guys so much for your time. Please, 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 if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.